MezaMob, welcome back to Vlogmas Day 6.
Today we reached a new milestone, guys. We hit 30,000 subscribers!
Yay! That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Every single one of you is from the people that have been with us since day one, to the people who are constantly sending us messages like, when's the next upload gonna be, to even the new subbies who just joined our channel.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We truly appreciate you guys.
Today we're gonna be taking a trip down memory lane and share with you guys how this whole YouTube thing started with us. So where should we begin? This whole YouTube channel started with makeup. It was a makeup channel. It started with just Kim. I wasn't even in the picture. I was just behind the scenes. So let me give you guys some context before I get right to the story. So when Kim and I first started dating, we used to always stay at the mall. And whenever we went into these makeup stores like Sephora, MAC, and places like that, I would always notice that the girls would stop her and ask her about her makeup. Whether it was the girls that worked there or people that were shopping there. It was always so weird, like why they always asking her questions about her makeup. Of course, she's beautiful. I know that's another reason, but they was always asking about eyeliner and what kind of foundation she uses and things like that. At that time, I didn't understand none of that. Now I know about all of that. And this kept happening every time we went there. And remember, we used to go to the mall all the time if you keep up with the vlogs.
It was like a real addiction.
Yeah. So I even asked her, you wear some special makeup or something? That they're always asking you questions. She's like, nah. Anyway, so one day we sitting on the couch and we surfing through YouTube and Carly Bible comes up. I'm sure you know who Carly Bible is. Yeah, her. And I guess she's doing the tutorial and I'm like, oh look, Carly Bible. And Kim says, you know who Carly Bible is? I'm like, I don't know who she is exactly. I just see her on my feed a lot. So we started talking about her and how her makeup is dope and you know how she's nice with it. So I asked Kim, you think you'll be able to do that? And she looked at me and she said, do what, makeup? I'm like, no, like film it. She said, yeah, I think I could do it, but I'm not. So I took out my phone and I started recording her and I put the flash on her. She's like, yo, get that off me. I'm like, come on, say something, say something. She was like really camera shy.
Yeah, he just threw the idea at me and it was just weird. He started getting all close up to my face, like, come on, act like you're doing a tutorial now. And I didn't know what to say. It was just a whole new world that he was trying to enter and I wasn't ready for it.
So the next day I told Kim, we're gonna go to the store. We're gonna go to a special store. So we drive over to B&H. At the time, you didn't know what was B&H, right? You didn't know what store was that, right?
Nah, I've never been there.
So we go there and I just picked up a few cameras, couple lenses, filters, SD cards, you know, the whole shebang. At this point, she doesn't know what I'm doing. She just thinks I'm picking up like equipment or whatever. We get back in the car and she's like, you bought a bunch of stuff there. And I'm like, yeah, well, check it out. This is for you. I gave her a little camera. This is your little selfie camera, you know, to take pictures and stuff. And then I said, but this one right here is for us. I had a Canon T5i.
Yeah, that was our first camera.
Yeah, so I'm like, this right here is for your tutorials. And I just looked at her expression. She was like, what? Tutorials?
I'm like, come on, babe, stop. Seriously, don't play like that. You're putting me on the spot, buying this stuff, making it seem like I'm really gonna do it. Like, don't make me do that. I used to be such a closed up person when it came to, you know, speaking in front of people or like just all that stuff. When it came to like school projects, anything that made me feel like I had to speak in front of a crowd.
Spotlight.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
So on the way back home, she's like, you really bought all that stuff to film? You're serious about that? I'm like, yeah, what do you think? I bought all this for what? To play with it? Then she started asking me, do you even know how to use that? And let me tell you, I had no idea how to even work a camera. Yeah. I looked at like 10 hours of YouTube videos on how to even set it up and stuff like that. So like 5 days go by, I already got a bunch of information from YouTube, how to set the camera, the ISO, this and that. And then Kim was looking at me like, this guy's crazy. What is he doing? He's really serious about this. I said, look, that's gonna be a little area right there. You got your mirror and everything set up. And she sits down. She's like, oh, the lighting is good. It's kind of bright, right?
Yeah, I was like that. He put it to the highest setting. It's kind of bright. That thing was blinding me.
My God, I didn't know how to set the lights up. I just turned them on all the way up.
He's like, can you see there? I'm like, I think so. And I was like that, freaking tears coming out my eyes.
So she did her makeup, but she didn't say nothing though. And because we were just testing it out, we looked back at that footage and her face was white. Like you didn't even see the eyeliner. You remember? Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, you couldn't see anything that I was doing, like the eyeshadows, any of that. It didn't even look good on
She looked like Casper, man. So one day I'm on Instagram and I come across Anastasia and she had a challenge of some sort. I just wanted Kim to enter. And I mentioned it to her. She was like, no, I'm not doing that yet. But take it easy. Just this one step at a time.
Like, you're jumping the gun.
Yeah.
Thinking back on it, I was so thankful for him even trying. Like he said, he didn't know anything about anything when it came to filming, cameras, none of that stuff. But he was so excited about it. He would sit there for hours and hours just watching those videos. And I remember that day, it was a contest for contouring. And he was there early that morning, setting up the studio lights, setting up all that stuff. He made a little backdrop for me with like, right baby, set it up real cute.
Yeah.
He was just excited for me to start something that he can be supportive of. Something that was gonna be about me and a passion that I had, which was makeup at the time. Which I still love makeup, but back then it was like on a whole nother level.
So we finished recording the video. Mind you, the software that we were using was Final Cut Pro. So not only was Final Cut Pro a challenge for me then, because I didn't know nothing about it, but I had to make that 30-minute video 1 minute. So I had to chop it up. I didn't know how to do that.
So after we were done with the video, we were supposed to submit it onto a website that they created. Everybody who made the video, they'll put it up there, and then you would have people vote for you. Whether you had followers on Instagram or a YouTube channel already, those supporters would go there and vote for your video, and whoever had the most votes would win the whole competition.
Yeah.
Mind you, I had just started my Instagram page the same day that we made that first video, so nobody knew who I was. I mean, we had a page together at that point pretty much, because he would always post me on his. So the supporters that did vote for me were coming from his side, like his page and everything.
Yeah. So obviously Kim didn't win, but it was our foot in the door. Like that was our first video on YouTube, because I did upload it to YouTube. It's a 1-minute video, our first video. Go check it out. So that little competition that we did and the video that we uploaded actually warmed her up for our next video, which is actually our official first YouTube video.
Yeah, that was my first tutorial that I filmed, and let me tell you, there's a whole story behind that first video right there. Man, we were so overwhelmed when we filmed that. So basically he had me sitting there and he's like, okay babe, today you're gonna talk, you're gonna do your makeup. That night was actually gonna be a date night. So he's like, just film the makeup that you're gonna do today. When we get back home, I can start working on it and we can finally put up some content for your channel. Just so you get the idea, I started my makeup at like 11 a.m. and I didn't finish till 8 at night. He made me wipe off my makeup the first time that I did it, and he's like, all right baby, no, it's all right, we still have time, go ahead, just do it again. You know why? He didn't know how to chop footage at the time, so I had to speak through the whole thing without messing up. And if I messed up once or like I stuttered or something, he's like, oh, it's ruined, we gotta do it again. It ended up being like not even focusing on what I was trying to like show people. Although I'm saying one thing, in my mind I'm just like, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up, because you're gonna have to start all over again. That day I filmed the 2 videos, and since I messed up one time, we had to scrap it. Messed up the second time, scrapped it. We ended up filming that video 3 times. We didn't even go on our date night that day because I was exhausted at that point. Not only did he not know that you can chop footage and people mess up and you can just move on to the next scene and just work it into whatever you already have, but whatever he learned from the contour video and chopping footage, he forgot. Those 2 things were just a bad combo. The next morning we wake up again and he's like, come on, we're gonna try again. I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna be for me. I'm kind of tired, my eyes are peeled from taking off makeup with the makeup wipes. But I'm like, okay, fine, let's just try it one more time. We're not gonna give up. We already bought all this stuff, we can't just put it to waste. That's the video that you guys ended up seeing officially on YouTube. I ended up finishing late because if you guys can tell in that video, the date night was at night. We did like our first mini vlog there, you remember, babe? We took like little shots of us crossing the street and things like that, but we made it happen. And although it's cringy to me, like I don't even watch that video. I don't like to look back on that.
Go watch it.
I sounded like a straight up robot because remember, I was just in my mind thinking, don't mess up, Kim. If you mess up, you're gonna do this again. I didn't even sleep the night before, put it that way. That's how nervous I was. All these emotions were going through me, and you guys also have to keep in mind that that's my first time ever doing something like that. So as soon as that camera went on, I kid you not, we probably had like 10 minutes of footage of me just going I forgot everything that I had to say as soon as the camera went on and I saw the little red dot recording me. But you know, we finished it, and that's just the funny part of our journey, is that We started off not knowing anything and getting to this point.
So after that video, we kept making more videos and we kept making the same mistakes. So one day Kim says, you know what they got? They got an event coming up called BeautyCon. That was the first time I ever heard it. I only heard about SantaCon. I never heard of BeautyCon. So I'm like, yeah, let's get some tickets. Let's go check it out. So we went early in the morning. It was really nice. We stood on a cold line for like an hour.
Yeah.
You remember? I was freezing my buns off.
And I'm so thankful that we went there because that event was what made me realize that YouTube is something that I truly did have a passion for. That was the first time ever that somebody, actually a handful of girls, came up to us that day and recognized us. Both, not just me, they recognized him too.
They want to take pictures.
Yeah, it was so cool. And just to think that we were in an event with other YouTubers that were actually big and had a support system. All the people that you see on YouTube now that are much bigger, they were there. And I'm just little old me, like 4 little videos in, didn't know anything about YouTube, didn't know anything, just a couple things that we tried here and there, but they recognized us and they showed us as much love coming up to us, asking us for pictures as they did the big YouTubers that were there. Basically going to that event and then leaving afterwards, it just lifted our spirits because remember, up to that point we were frustrated, we were putting out work, we were trying really hard, but we didn't know what we were doing, and that kind of gave us some hope that this is something that we could be doing. Like we could potentially do it all the time. We didn't know where we were gonna go, how this channel was gonna end up, but we just knew that it's something that we definitely wanted to continue doing.
Shortly after that, I'm gonna say like a month later, we found out Kim was pregnant. She was actually pregnant while we were in BeautyCon, but we didn't know. And again, one day we're sitting down and we're like, we know what we should do? We should document this journey, like the pregnancy journey for us. So we started posting videos bi-weekly. We'll like record almost every day and then put them together and then, you know, upload them. And they were pretty cool videos, you know. I think, you know, we were getting better and better at it.
I feel like those videos were what started giving us the momentum. Because people get pregnant every day and we were giving the raw information of what the doctors would tell us, like literally everything. Even when he wasn't allowed to film, he found a way to film those visits.
Those are a little bit cringe too because they were just so amateur.
So we went from my robot days to now news reporter days.
Yeah.
The reason why I call it the reporter days is because we used to stand in whatever location we were at. We would say where we were. Not only that, Jesus would have the timestamp underneath with the date and all that. And he would be behind the camera like, hurry up, this is gonna take forever to edit with that slow computer that we had. So once again, I couldn't mess up.
That's what I love about YouTube. It's your digital diary. You could go back in time and look at yourself 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and see how you looked, how you spoke, things like that. And then we recorded our next video, which unknowingly we didn't know it was gonna go viral. It went viral, our first video.
So that video was the what's in my bag video, and a lot of you guys came from there. A lot of the mamas that follow me now, they're the ones that watched that video and decided to subscribe to the channel, and thank you for still being here. At the time I was watching a bunch of labor and delivery videos, and then I came across those videos, the what's in my bag videos, and I wanted to make one for myself, which is our first video that hit over 100K views. And to this day, that's such a big deal, you know?
To make this memory lane short, then we had the labor and delivery video, which was my favorite video of all time when my son was born. That video also went viral, which we appreciate you guys watching.
Not only was that our second video that went viral, over 100K views, it was the hardest video to this day that we ever had to film. I mean, I'm talking, but I'm like in labor. Like in intense labor, and there was just so many complications that were even behind the scenes that you guys don't even know about. It was so hard to film a video in that predicament, but we did it, and I'm so glad that we did because that's something that Grayson can have forever. Now after the labor and delivery video, once we got home, we took a complete break from vlogging, from putting anything out on YouTube, because we were basically adjusting to an entire new life. Motherhood was, oh man, it was so overwhelming at first that the last thing that we had on our minds was creating content at that point. Although we wanted to, but I just really needed that break. You parents out there, y'all know what I'm talking about, especially the moms. You don't have any time to yourself. So thinking about making videos at that point really was on the back burner for us. We were recording Grayson, but a lot of that footage is just for our personal memories.
Yeah. But then right after that, we started to receive messages on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. People were leaving comments like, are you guys gonna continue vlogging? We wanna see more of you guys. We miss you. Give us more. You guys should start making more videos again. So I asked Kim, should we make more videos? I mean, they're not gonna be pregnancy videos or nothing like that. So Kim said, I think we should start vlogging.
Yeah, up to that point, we were making those educational videos, the pregnancy stuff, and those were the videos that people were finding helpful. But then that's when we transitioned to like everyday vlogging.
Yeah, the things that we like to do.
Yeah,
like
having
shop.
fun with it.
So we went from the makeup to documenting the pregnancy to vlogging, which is what we're doing now. Well, I'm doing a little bit of gaming on my other channel, subscribe. And as we kept vlogging, we started to fall in love with it more. I started to fall in love with editing, so I started learning more. Kim also got way more comfortable on camera.
I'm not a robot.
She will still give you her occasional, you know, makeup video here and there. She loves makeup. I mean, I know you love makeup, right?
Yeah, I'm never gonna lose my passion for makeup, but filming that versus filming vlogs, I'll always choose vlogs. Like, this is what I really love to do.
That's also when we changed the name on the channel, the Meza Family Vlogs, which is now the Meza Family. We went from 10,000 to 20,000 subscribers, which leads us to today.
And let me tell you, we're just as thankful for all 30,000 of you as we were when we had 20 or 100 subscribers. Yeah. Support is support no matter what.
So thank you, MezaMob, for 30,000 subscribers. It means a bunch to us. You know what 30,000 is? Just try to picture 30,000 on one city block from a drone shot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us. We're deep. And just to show our gratitude, we got a surprise. This will be our first official giveaway on this channel. So for reaching 30,000 subscribers, we decided to give you guys, well, one of you guys, $500 cash.
Well, cash out.
Yeah, cash out. So all you have to do is be subscribed, like and share this video, of course, turn your notification on, and leave your Instagram and email down below.
It's gonna be hard to choose a winner for us, which is the reason why we didn't want to do that, because, you know, there's so many of you guys that we would want to give it to.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we decided to use a generator. We know a lot of other YouTubers use that as well, so they won't be biased or they won't have that burden on them. And keep it fun and give everybody a fair chance to win. Not just because you've been here with us for the longest, not just because of whatever reasons, just giving everybody a fair shot.
We know it's been a rough year. We were gonna do some Amazon gift cards, but I feel like Cash App, you guys could do something with that.
Whatever you decide to use it for. Hey, a lot of people lost their jobs this year. You know, maybe it can help you out with some Christmas gifts that you want to get, or groceries, or hey, maybe you want to even save that for the new PS5 whenever it comes back in stock, you know?
I can't find that thing.
We just wanted to give back. Long story short, that's all we wanted to do, and just say thank you for being here.
So once again, MezaMob, thank you so much for 30,000 subscribers. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. Once the generator picks the winner, we're gonna contact you via your email or your Instagram. Either Kim or me are gonna contact you, so keep an eye out for that. The winner's gonna get picked on Vlogmas Day 14, which is our lucky number.
It's basically gonna be picking you guys from the comment section. That's why we need you to leave your handles so we can contact you right after and give you your money.
I wish we could do more, but we will in the future, so stay tuned. Like I said, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you know when we upload. And with that said, take it away, Kim, with the shout out.
The shout out of the day goes to Elizabeth Salas. She says, God bless you, Meza Familia. I love you guys. Got my family here in Chi-Town following you. Chirac! Oh my God. You guys need your own TV show.
Hey, this is our TV show.
That would be cool, except here we have no filter. We can say whatever the we want. Tree looks poppin'. Send a shout out to the Salas family here in the Chi. Continue making people laugh and just being a beautiful example of what love looks like as a family. Take care. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for that wonderful comment. Shout out to you and your family. Thank you guys for keeping up with our videos. As for you guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Once again, thank you so much for 30,000 subscribers. We will be contacting the winner of that giveaway on the 14th, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave those comments down below with your handles or your email if you don't have Instagram. And we're gonna see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7.
Merry Christmas.
30,000.